Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah, and I'm with the Vernon Area Public Library, and welcome to this month's 6th and 7th grade favorites. The first title that I want to share with you is called The Mysterious Disappearance of Aiden S., as told to his brother, written by David Levithan. Aiden was gone for 6 days. 6 agonizing days of police searches, questioning, and community vigils. His mom, his dad, the entire town is looking for him, and they're starting to fear the worst. And then one night, Aiden's brother Lucas finds him in the attic. Just as suddenly as he disappeared, Aiden's back. What on earth happened? Who was he with? Where were you? Lucas asks. Nobody's going to believe me, replied Aiden. I'll believe you, said Lucas. Aiden shook his head and says, no, I don't think you can. And the story Aiden tells is just impossible. He says he traveled through a drawer in the dresser attic into a magical land, a completely different dimension with blue leaves and unicorns and strange, delicious food. The police don't know what to make of it, and his parents think he's flat out lying. But it's the story that Aiden's sticking to. Now, Lucas wants to believe him, but he knows what other people, including their mom and dad, are saying. And Aiden is just making all of this up to disguise the fact that he ran away. And when more folks find out about Aiden's story, the school and the entire town turn against him. People start screaming, we looked everywhere for you. You had us worried sick. Is this some twisted idea of a joke? As Aiden becomes more and more of an outcast, Lucas becomes more and more worried. Being on Aiden's side would mean believing in the impossible. But how can you believe in the impossible when everyone and everything is telling you not to? This book urges you to consider the question, what if someone really did go to another world like Narnia or Wonderland? And what would happen when they got home? Our next book is a graphic novel called The Ghoul Next Door, written by Cullen Bunn with art by Kat Ferris. On his way to school with his best friend Marshall, Gray decides to take a shortcut through the local cemetery, but he's in a bit too much of a hurry. He trips and he accidentally drops his school project, a diorama of the very cemetery he's walking through, into an open grave site. But before he can get it back, a claw-like hand drags away his diorama with a hiss. Gray hightails it out of there and goes to school empty-handed. Now, in the days that follow, he hears thumps and scratches in the night. And stranger still, he finds a series of unsettling gifts, things like finger bones, a necklace made of teeth and the like around his house, and he realizes he's made contact with a ghoul. Now, according to one of Gray's books, the legend of the ghoul can be traced to pre-Islamic religion and folklore. These creatures are said to be associated with graveyards and obsessed with the consumption of human flesh. In most stories, the ghoul is depicted as menacing and dangerous, a monster known for drinking blood, stealing coins and baubles, and of course, eating the deceased. This ghoul seems a little different, though. For one, her name is Lavinia, and she really liked Gray's diorama. And sure, the gifts were kind of creepy, but it's the thought that counts, right? The two forge a friendship that is as sweet as it is dangerous. Lavinia warns Gray that the cemetery is not safe for surface dwellers and that ghouls are actually forbidden from associating with the living. But when other ghouls threaten the people most important to Gray, he has to brave the kingdom of the dead. What and where have Gray and his new ghoul friend gotten themselves into? Perfect for fans of Ghost, Amulet, and Hilo, this is a fun, spooky graphic novel about a supernatural adventure and friendships that go beyond the grave. These are just a couple of our favorite books for 6th and 7th graders, and they're available in print or electronically with your Vernon area library card. Now, if you have a card from a different library, that's totally okay. You can use your local library card to borrow these books or check with that library to see if these books are available for you there. For more info, give us a call or go to our website at vapld.info. Now, you can find other great book recommendations for your grade and more using the links in the description down below. Thanks, and we'll see you at the library.